Is it possible to lose weight while only eating junk food? Like most people, I absolutely love junk food. And in the past, I may have enjoyed it a little bit too much. Hence, I'm now on a weight loss journey. Now, based on science, if all you need is to be eating less calories than what you burn, why wouldn't it be possible? So this week, that's what we're gonna find out. If you're wondering why my weight has changed since the last video, it's because over the weekend I actually went out for food. So weighing in on Monday, it meant that I weighed a little bit more than what I actually ended the week at last week. So weighing at 88.2 kilos, I blame yesterday for that. Literally ate out, had food, probably a bunch of water weight that is accumulated from that food. So I'm expecting that to be dropped off quite quickly. In order to track all the food, I'm going to be using MyFitnessPal so I can obviously see the amount of calories I'm eating throughout the day. The cap for calories is going to be at around 1,800 calories, so we're still in an aggressive deficit. The rules that I'm setting myself are typical things: sweets, chocolates, biscuits, they all class as junk food. Anything that is obviously classed as your typical junk food, that's what I can have. I'll also be classing things like pizzas, any takeaway items, they will all class as junk food as well because they're super high calorie considering the actual portion size that you're having. I will be including all liquid calories that I do have, things like iced coffees, any juice, etc. But generally speaking, I'm going to try and stay away from them as much as I can. But for the most part, I still have a bunch of leftover Pepsi Max that I'll be using from last week's challenge video. I'll be drinking that, water, maybe some other bits as well, but there shouldn't be too many liquid calories going into this week's challenge. Breakfast with a brownie. These are about 93 calories, but knowing me, I'll most likely end up polishing off the whole bag. These ones are okay. They do sell the other ones in Asda, and it's got like it's almost like the Smarty things on them. They're incredible, but this will do. To be fair, this is actually looking really dry right now. It's not bad. It's a little bit dry. Usually not like that, a bit more moist, but this is what it is. It's only like £1.20 for a bag of them. For clarification on the rules that I've set myself, if something is unreasonably high calorie and also doesn't really have good macros or micronutrients, then that will class as junk food. Just keep that in mind as you watch this video. I already feel like I'm wasting my calories, man, because I had one of these cookies, right? They're all gone now, I can't show you how it looks. But white chocolate chip cookie, right? It's a filled one, got it from Aldi. One cookie, one serving, 438 calories in a cookie, bro. When has anyone ever had a cookie that's actually satisfied them? It's actually, you know, done a job for you, made you feel satisfied, made you feel full. No one's ever had a cookie and said that. So for 438 calories, I could have had a meal for that. I've also, at this point, had 5 of those brownies, and I've got McDonald's waiting for me now. And that's it, that's my calories for the day. So 5 brownies, a cookie, and a McDonald's. That's not great. I'm gonna be hungry later. If I ain't down on the scale tomorrow, it's because they've given me a full fat Coke rather than a Coke Zero. That's what I'm gonna blame. I also had the Biscoff croissant as well, but that was it for my food. I didn't have any more food than that. I felt so hungry that evening and I forgot to record another clip. So we're gonna jump into the next day. Day 2 of trying to lose weight, only eating junk food. I weighed in at the exact same weight I was yesterday. Now there's a multitude of reasons why I could be the same weight yesterday. I was in a deficit, I made sure of that. But this morning, I feel very dehydrated. I feel like I could chug about 4 gallons of water. I feel like that is an issue for me. I don't think my body's flushing anything properly. From the challenge last week, to then eating out on the weekend, and then going into junk food, my body's like, whoa, hang on, what's going on? So I need a lot of water to just actually start functioning properly again. I'm about to go to the shop. I need to get myself some junk food for today. On that note, we got these bourbon chocolate things. Literally a bourbon biscuit covered in chocolate. Let's have a try. That's good, you know. However, the worst thing is a single one of these is 137 calories. They're very good though. The food that I've just bought is depressing. And remember what I said on day 1? This ain't just all fast food. This is not go to McDonald's every day, but this is food that is typically not healthy. So, starting with cereal. I got the B-Tech Crave cereal from Aldi. This classes as junk food because it is pretty much just a sugar bomb. There's no real nutrition in this. Fantastic. Next, got these as a snack. Viennese whirls. Like, why not, eh? Why not? This is probably gonna be my main lunch. Pizza subs. I'm gonna have 2 of them for lunch. I feel like a child. And then, something that I'm gonna take to work with me. Healthier protein pancakes. But guess what? The protein pancakes is like 434 calories. And it's only got 24 gram protein in. I don't really class these as healthy. They're so high calorie. They're all right if you're on a bulk, certainly not if you're on a cut. That is peak nutrition at its finest. That is gonna make me hungry. There is not enough there. I enjoyed looking at the liquids more because there was a lot of liquids that I could have for 1,200 calories. This has took me to 1,700 calories. And bear in mind, I can't eat the whole thing of each one. I can have 2 of them. I can have the whole pack of them, I can have 2 of them, and I can have 60 gram of this with milk. That is depressing, man. People eat like this every day, by the way. And people would eat the whole thing every day, plus extras. And then you wonder why you're carrying so much weight. That's not a lot of food. And you're gonna be hungry. I'm limiting myself to 60 grams of this. Let's see how much 60 grams actually is. How is this gonna do anything for me? Oh, look at this shit. That is 61 gram. There's nothing in there. Barely covers the bottom of the bowl. During COVID lockdown and that, when I put on a lot of weight, my bowl will probably be triple the size of this. For context, if that's how the bowl is looking now, my bowl would have been full. My bowl would have been right up to the top here. There's a reason why I put on so much weight. There's a reason why people cannot lose weight. They don't realise how many calories are going into their food that they're having each day. Oh, it's just a bowl of cereal. Yeah, but your bowl of cereal is about 800 calories. The bowl of cereal that I actually had was around 310 calories. As I said, in lockdown, my bowl would have been about triple the size of this with more milk. So let's say, for example, it would have been around 700 calories for breakfast. Not to mention, a bowl of cereal was also my late night go-to. 11 o'clock before bed, 12 o'clock, 1 in the morning. Yeah, I'll just have a quick bowl of cereal, just a little bit of food, because I want a snack. 700-800 calories later, and you wonder why you're putting on weight. What's the point? What is the point in that? That is pointless. At least with my drinks, they had a purpose. The fucking point of that? Bit of cereal with a bit of milk. What's that giving me? The milk's the best part. At least I got some protein and calcium from the milk. What's the cereal doing? It's an absolute sugar fest. Pointless, mate. I suppose the good news is I've got pizza for lunch. So this is what lunch is looking like. What is that? My own fault. I literally just didn't cook it properly. I put it in the air fryer for the wrong time. So my own problem, but I mean, I'm still going to eat it. So ready for this crunch. Mmm. Yeah, it's really nice. Really enjoy this. What am I doing? I want to choose some better options tomorrow. This is shite. I've just got in from work. And let me tell you something. I am starving. I was so hungry at work. I ate my pancakes at about 5:15. It's now after 11. And all I've got to try and satisfy me are 2 Viennese whirls. Viennese whirl right there. Look at the jam. Good, to be fair. I could destroy that whole box and not feel bad about it. But I'm not gonna. I've struggled today. I need to make better junk food decisions. It's day 3. And as you can see, we are making inroads. We are now weighing at 87.3 kilograms. It's good news because it shows that we are continuing to lose weight. I feel like the amount of water I drank yesterday definitely helped in terms of the extra water that I was holding. As I said last week, Wednesday means I work during the daytime, so my food changed around a little bit today. I'm gonna go to Aldi before I go to work, get some bits that I can eat today. I have to try this now. Chicken Caesar wrap. Now, you might be thinking, oh, chicken Caesar wrap, that's healthy. It's not. It's not healthy, bro. In this whole pack, there is 689 calories in a wrap. It's not healthy. It might have better micronutrients and actually get a bit of protein from this. It's not healthy. I would not class this healthy. 700 calories for a wrap is crazy. This is why it's on junk food list. However, I love a chicken Caesar wrap, so I'm gonna try this real quick. It's dead. It's dead. Marks and Spencer one clears this so much. There's like no sauce in it. So I'm questioning, for nearly 700 calories, what I'm actually eating here. That's disappointing. I'm wasting 700 calories now, eating a chicken Caesar wrap. This week goes from bad to worse. I did manage to train a little bit this week. I managed to do a session while I was on my break at work. This is my current physique. So far, we're making good progress. Right, I'm home. I've made dinner. It's not as burnt as it was yesterday. I'm not gonna have the cereal today. I'm having sweet potato fries with my food. It's less calories, I believe. I'll work it out. I think it's less. Even if it's a bit more, it's okay. And I got some sauce. Have a look. Look at that. Cinematic God. It's not as burnt today. It's still a little burnt. Sweet potato, a little bit undercooked in some places, overcooked in others. And some sauce. I mean, they're fries. I'd say all fries are junk food, really, unless you're having like fucking broccoli fries. But yeah, that's what we're eating. I am very hungry, so I'm hoping it fills a spot. It's that time of the night again. Viennese world time. I've also got, which I've factored in, this is a custard cream covered in chocolate, mate. I've been told these are very good. Let's try it. Oh, these are better than the bourbons. There's something special, them. Wow, they're good. Where do we get them from? They're from Asda. These are brilliant. These are a joke. These are so good. They're called Eccles Temptations. This is the pack. Eccles Temptations. If you see these, get them. Doesn't matter the cost. We got these on sale. I think Asda's getting rid of them. There was like 84p. If they cost £4, buy them. These are, oh, I want to eat them all now. I'm not going to do that. And I'm only allowed 2 Viennese whirls. Here's my 2 Viennese whirls. They are nice, but they're not them custard creams, mate. I do very much enjoy a bit of jam. Jam donut, wagon wheel, excellent things. That's all the food I can have today. So on that note, I'm never eating that wrap again. The pizzas are almost gone. Tomorrow will be the last of them pizzas, and then maybe on Friday I can actually find something that I enjoy. Best part of the day is custard creams. Plan now is to drink liquid. Water, Coke Zero. We've got a bottle of Coke Zero, so I'm going to have some of that. And I'm going to finish a bottle of water, and then have another bottle of water after that. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, weigh in. 86.6 kilos today. Another pretty considerable drop. 0.7 kilos. So far, you can lose weight while only eating junk. However, again, yesterday, I did not enjoy the food. The pizzas are currently in the air fryer. Hopefully they don't burn today. I've changed the time, so it should be okay. The plan is, number one, drink this because it's an energy drink. It's got 9 calories. Hopefully that will help me not to feel too hungry. The second part of that is, I've got these cookies. I'm allowed the whole pack, so good news, but knowing me, I'll be hungry after an hour of eating them. And then I'm allowed 2 other cookies, which are these ones. These are actually unreal. I'm allowed 2 of these because I have 250 calories left over after having the cookies, the pizza, the drink. So I can have 2 of these. And that will be that. So hopefully, we're not too hungry and we can manage, but I guess we'll find out. Right, they've got 9 minutes left, so we're gonna have 2 cookies now. Aldi's specially selected. It's either incredible or shit. There's no in between. These are definitely incredible. Your boy has made it home. I'm tired. This food is not good enough. I'm not getting the nutrition that I need. Last week on the drinks, I felt so much better. I felt full. I was getting enough protein. This week, I don't feel full at all. I'm definitely not getting... I've had like 50 grams of protein today. I should be on at least triple that amount. But the good news is, there's only 1 day left of this challenge. Also more good news, I ain't gotta have them godforsaken pizza slices again. Thank goodness. I finally figured out how to cook them today. Got the right time and temperature, because you know, every air fryer ever doesn't have instructions on how to cook oven food. So you have to just guess. They were cooked better today. They still weren't great, not worth the calories. Here's to hoping that we're down like another 800 grams in weight. It is the last day of this challenge. I'm 86.6 kilos again, same as yesterday. Make sure I'm hydrated enough today, and we should see a good drop again tomorrow, because I was in a deficit, so you know, we should be seeing that drop. I don't even think I believe the stuff that I'm eating today. Let me show you. 1 whole bag of sticky Korean barbecue prawn crackers. The whole bag is 519 calories. 1 whole bag of Peking duck prawn crackers. The whole bag is 519 calories. 12 mozzarella sticks, 44 calories per stick, times it by 12. And I'm allowed 2 crunchies, so I'll save the other 2 for the weekend. But 2 crunchies. Today my protein will be at a record of 27 grams. 210 grams of carbs, 95 grams of fat. That's disgusting. The average this week for protein is 37 grams. Wow. That's a strong barbecue smell. That is not bad. That's not bad, you know. Nice flavour on a prawn cracker. Look at them. You can see just how much flavour is actually on that. And they're pretty good. Now, prawn crackers, they count as junk food. What is in it? In the whole pack, there's 61.9 gram of carbs, 29.4 gram fat, 1.1 gram of protein. It's just a fill-up food almost. And that's exactly what I'm using it for today. Hopefully, fill me up a little bit more. The good news is they're nice. They're actually really nice. However, putting them aside, I'll save them mainly for work. I'm gonna have my 12 mozzarella sticks now. Holy dairy. Just hope that my belly doesn't play up. This is where most of the protein today is coming from. And it's only about 23 grams of protein. I've created the Leaning Tower of mozzarella. Look at that. 12 mozzarella sticks that is gonna get devoured because I am hungry. This is a work of art. Not bad, that. Have a look at that. Not too bad. Little cheese pull. Tastes decent. They're better than McDonald's ones. McDonald's ones got too much breadcrumb. Today has been the easiest day of the week because of the amount of volume I was able to get in from the prawn crackers. But this is it. This was the final day. All we've got is the weigh-in in the morning. And that will be that. That will be that. That is crazy. So for the last 3 days, we've maintained weight. 86.6 kilos exactly. Technically, from my lowest point in the first challenge, I'm only 100 grams down. This week we are down. I started this week at 88 something. So, you know, 86.6. We've lost weight. In terms of the challenge, you can lose weight while eating junk food. However, it's difficult, man, because you're not getting a lot of food, a lot of volume for your calories. Protein is just non-existent at this point. So if you're trying to build muscle or maintain muscle, good luck, because you're probably not going to do that. However, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week for the start of week 3 out of 8 of losing weight for summer. See you next week.